Hello, it is Wednesdays with chaseypoo, and I'm back on this computer because I'm tired. But seriously, you get a very nice view of the sun setting behind me. It is Wednesdays today, and today we're talking about black market tea. And, I don't know where this topic came from, but I am gonna say that no. Like, seriously, don't. Like, if you're thinking about getting tea from a different source, other than your doctor or a doctor that is going to prescribe it to you and check your levels, don't do it. You don't know where it's come from. You don't know if it's been shared among other people. It's just not a good idea. You don't even know if it's sterile. You don't even know what you're injecting in yourself. I see a lot of people online say that they want to buy these like tea pills, and I guess they're testosterone boosters online, which is not black market tea, but can be categorized as so, only because it's not designed for people who are trans, like us, to ingest in our bodies. So because we were assigned female at birth and we have female bodies, these testosterone boosters and energizers and all of these things were created for cis men who have low T to increase their T. Now you have no idea what this is going to do to your body, especially your liver, because like 90% of them that I've seen are ingested, so they're pills which have to go through your liver to go through your body, and it's really not a good idea. I know that some people would say that it's a part of natural transitioning. I think we talked about natural transitioning a couple of months ago, and I'm not for natural transitioning. I think that you can naturally transition, that's absolutely up to you, but if you're going to naturally transition with 7 different types of pills and supplements, I don't think that that's the right way to go, especially since you're not being followed by a doctor, and most of these supplements, like I said, are made for cis men, which really sucks because I know that some trans guys just cannot go on hormones yet and really want to rely on these testosterone boosters, but a part of me does really categorize them as black market tea because a doctor isn't following you and you don't know what it's going to do to your body. I have in the past shared my testosterone with my friends. Some examples, in Montreal, the hormone brand that we had here like 3 years ago was Delesterol. We ran out of it. It was horrible. So a friend came over and did like 2 of his shots with my tea. I mean, that's fine. We were on the same tea. I trust him. He trusts me. It's good. That's fine. You can totally trust like that. I had another friend as well who was on a waiting list to get informed consent tea for a very long time, and I was going off of tea at the time, so I gave him some of my tea so that he could slowly start on it before he got his hormones. And honestly, that's completely different than buying supplements online or buying, because there are some websites where you can actually buy hormones, and they're injectable hormones, but they're not hormones that are made for hormone replacement therapy, which is what we're dealing with in our bodies. So I definitely would not recommend that at all. And I hate being that guy. Like, remember in the passing video I said, like, I hate to be this guy, but if you don't look male, you're not going to pass. And no matter what you do, you're probably not going to pass because society has specific cues and traits that they look for in people to identify their gender, and it sucks, but we just have to deal with it. I mean, this is the same thing with tea. It sucks so badly that you're not able to go on hormones, but honestly, resorting to black market tea is worse than not being on tea, because you literally have no idea what you're injecting in your body. You could literally be injecting like alcohol, like what's it called, what's this called? Sanitizing alcohol? What's it? Yeah, disinfecting alcohol. You don't know what's in that vial, right? So, don't do it. So instead of just preaching, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it for like 10 minutes, I'm going to tell you what to do to get tea if you really want tea. If you really are desperate and you were considering taking supplements and you're like, natural transition is the way to go, I'm going to let you know that there are other ways for you to increase your hormone levels. I would strongly recommend to go see a doctor and make sure he checks your levels if you're going to do anything that I've warned against in this video, only because at least you have a doctor that's going to go through your levels. They're really not going to recommend what you're doing, but if you ask them to check your levels and make sure that your liver is still functioning, because literally that is the worst fear that I can ever imagine, is that your liver just shuts down because you took so many supplements that were not made for your body. So there's informed consent tea that you can get. Most major cities have them now. Some of them have very long waiting lists. Like in Montreal, there's like a 2-year waiting list. But other cities, you just go in, you sign a paper, and you get your tea. And you don't need a therapist letter, which is great. Other places, you absolutely need a therapist letter. So you just go to therapy a couple of times, maybe 2-3 times. You get your letter, you go to an endocrinologist, and you get your tea. And bada bing, bada boom, you're done, and you got your tea. So although that might be a little more expensive, think about the amount of money you'd be paying on supplements for a very long time, and then think about, the pros and cons of like doing it kind of black markety, like, oh, supplements, I'm going to take these, I don't know if it's good for me, I'm going to pay all this money, because supplements are really expensive when you could just be going to therapy and actually go on hormones. The regular, hormone replacement therapy way. Not only trans guys use the testosterone that's in the vial, it's also used for cis men who have had like prostate cancer and testicles removed and stuff like that, and low T. But it's for us, for trans guys, it's obviously mainly used for hormone replacement therapy, and it's really important that we do follow it, specifically, especially since if we don't, then that really does cause a problem for a lot of people. So that's all I have to say. We are going to the Philly Trans Conference next month. I hope I see all of you guys there. We're going to have some stickers and some t-shirts. It's going to be lots of fun. And I hope you have a great week.